Good morning. Welcome to the channel. We're going to transplant tomato seeds this morning. So tomato plants, not seeds, this morning. So these have really gotten big. Like, I didn't know they had grown that much.
And Bam don't even.
Bam's helping us.
The time change is a little
hard.
It's a little different. Good morning, Joe. How are you? So we have some rain coming through right now. We had a little bit of a storm. It wasn't as bad as they thought last night. It came through. So we found out the greenhouse is leaking a little bit. Need to find out where it's leaking. But so don't you love the time change?
No, I do not. You know, I'm not a morning person anyway. Like, I don't like the morning. So it's not been good for me to have to get up. You know, to me, it's really like 6:30. You know, it'd be the time that I usually get out of the bed. So I'm doing okay. Are you fixing the camera?
Yeah.
It's okay. So we're gonna transplant tomato.
Or can you tell?
I can't tell. I'm not on here.
All right, Bam, that's not your chair.
See, Bam is like taking over the chair, and he tends to do that. We're sitting in a chair. He'll get in the chair with us and like boot us out of the chair. Don't sit on him. So, he's getting behind me now. So he's just a purring. He doesn't like all this rain.
Joe said we had a lot of rain yesterday. Probably too muddy to do much outside today. Same here. I figured I'd transplant these plants, and I don't think there'll be a lot of outside work today here because it's pretty muddy here.
Yeah. It's a Bam.
So, what are you doing there?
I'm looking up our verse. Okay, so tell me what you do on these. So what do we do when we... These are not the normal little trays, so how hard is it to get it out of there?
It's not hard at all.
Okay.
And the time, you know, if you're watching us on the replay, the time to transplant is, I don't have a close-up, it's really when the real leaves form, and these, I forgot what you call them, the seed leaves, they start to die off.
Okay.
You want to make sure you have the real leaves before you do it.
Bam's biting.
And then we're going to use these, I've used different things. We got these at Walmart yesterday, these 4-inch pots. That way we're pretty sure we got, you know, it should give us about 6 weeks at least of room for the roots to grow. So I've used red Solo cups. I've used, we've got some other smaller things in there, but I wanted to use a bigger,
and these didn't cost, they weren't extremely expensive.
They were about $4 for 8 of them.
And we can reuse these. Like, we've never had any that we reused. Sometimes we use the Solo cups and have used those in the past, and you can kind of reuse those, but these are going to be great.
The Solo cups, the problem, sometimes if you're, like, we're still a little ways out.
Yeah.
You may run into a problem with the plant getting too big in there. So
you put it down in there, and then it does it when it gets big enough, so then you can transplant it in the garden,
right?
At least. So
right. So
yeah, I have noticed that when we use the red Solo cups, they get bigger, they kind of fall over, and they don't work too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, they work for some things, if they're smaller plants. It's just, we're still a little ways out, so we want to make sure we have a big enough pot for it to form in.
Okay.
And one thing we do want to make sure we label them.
Yeah, so we'll know the difference. So which ones are these? Are these all different kinds?
They're all tomatoes.
Well, I know they're...
And, well, I didn't know if you knew that.
I knew that.
Better Boys. These are the Better Boys and cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
And these are the Abe Lincolns over here.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so that whole row was cherry tomatoes, and these two rows are cherry tomatoes and two rows are Better Boys. Okay, so the verse for today, since it is Sunday, is Matthew 12:30. He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters abroad.
Okay.
So that's our verse.
And what
for
verse
today.
was it from? Did you say where it was from?
Yeah, I said where it's from. It's Matthew 12:30.
All right, so now let's bring our tub over. I'm gonna use the organic dirt, cotton soil.
Can you get it open? Do I need to go find some scissors?
Well, I should have brought a knife,
Bet you didn't.
We'll figure it out.
So, on our verses for Sunday, our pastor is really nice. He sends us a verse. We get a verse every day from the pastor. So, it's nice to get that verse every day and be able to read that first thing in the morning. The soil choked me, I guess.
And for those that are new to planting, the soil that we use in here, the seed starting mix, is different than this soil.
Okay, and what is this soil?
This is potting mix, organic potting mix.
Okay.
And this is,
so
it's got a little bit of
we kind of had a
fertilizer
discussion about that yesterday. So you believe that the organic is better than just regular.
Yeah.
So you got all the organic.
Yeah.
stuff.
And I'm going to pour a little water in it to kind of get it a little moist.
But it doesn't have. Does it have to be as moist as it is?
I don't want it like super dry.
Okay.
And I don't know if we'll have enough.
Sorry, what was that?
The lid.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just stir it up. Oops.
All right.
It's nice having a little greenhouse to do this, even though the greenhouse leaks. No, it was a Harbor Freight special, so.
Well, it's not leaking too bad. I mean, it's just a few spots. It's not like it's pouring rain in.
Yeah.
It's just dripping. So it's not like a spot where it's just pouring rain. So I don't think it's too bad. Now, on this greenhouse, it has these little things at the top you can open.
These vents.
Yeah, the vents. Like, how do you reach those? Like, that's my question. Like, so you got to get a ladder and open them. Is there a way to put something on them so you could open them without climbing on a ladder?
Now, I'm going to try to put the dirt close to the top here. And then, all right, I'm going to need, this chair sits kind of low.
Yeah.
So it's good if you have something to stick down there. You want to leave about 25 to 30% at the bottom so the roots can dig down.
Yeah.
So I think what you need to do is start some labels. These are going to be the Better Boy.
Okay.
So we're going to basically take this plant out.
So how do you take it out of the... Oh, okay. So it just kind of comes out.
Yeah, you want to try to keep that soil intact as much as possible. All right. And the thing about tomatoes, you can plant them kind of deep down because the stem...
It'll grow roots, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll grow roots, so... the little seed leaves were dead, so I took those off. So
okay, this is what, Better Boy?
I'm gonna push the soil down just a little bit. You don't want to compact it too much. So, oops. All right, so we got
the first one.
Yeah. And then I'll come back and water some
I was
later. But the soil is a little moist.
Looking at these, you can't really tell the difference when they're lit.
You can tell the difference between these hybrids and the Abe Lincolns.
You can.
They have more of a purple.
Oh, they do? Purple leaf?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See, they're a little purplish.
Okay. I don't know if you can tell on camera or not. But you can't really tell between the Better Boy and the cherry tomatoes, in my opinion. I guess not till they get big. So it's important that we make sure we put our labels down in here.
I hope we bought enough soil.
Well, we've got 3 bags. I hope that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I kind of pushed it away so you could work on the... So, we're going to have a lot of tomato plants.
Yeah, we always do. Well, we give them away. We can
give them away, yeah.
We plant the ones that look the healthiest. And
and then you said you were going to stagger them, right? Like you're going to try to maybe plant some more seeds later on in the spring, so we'll have tomatoes throughout the summer and the season, right?
Yeah. Oh, here's you a better pen to write with.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. So we're gonna put that down there.
I don't know if it's better. I think it's dead.
And they'll start growing pretty good in here.
Okay, and then as they grow, do you kind of pile some more dirt around them while they're little, or is that when they're like in the garden?
I mean, if they come up, I'll put some, but yeah, in the garden, I'll put some there.
And like you keep piling the soil around them as they get bigger.
Hey, don't make fun of me. Joe's planting 64 tomato plants
okay.
this year. He always ends up with more than I planned, though, so probably end up about 80. Good, I don't feel bad then. I like growing them, and
well, I like eating them. Now you're not getting in there.
Now last time I didn't use quite as big of pots.
No, ma'am.
All right.
He's so destructive.
Ma'am, don't put your behind towards the camera. Okay, you're in the way. Okay. Yeah, you're in the way.
He's gonna knock the other tomatoes off. Can you give them here?
Yeah, we don't want to knock them off. So we have, yeah, we've got more tomato, and we're trying strawberries, and they got little bitty sprout, little bitty.
Oh, I forgot we planted the strawberries.
Yeah, we did.
We went to the store yesterday. I don't know, I may have to go take it. Oh, there's a stink bug. I don't know if y'all, but we have these Asian beetles and we have stink bugs. And they are awful here. Do you have the rest of your plants? I mean, the rest of these out here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know.
So we got another Better Boy here.
So did Bam go out in the rain?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, that's a good idea. Just move the label with the tomato plant.
Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of plants.
Yes, I'm excited though. Did you bring your other bag of topsoil in here? My internet's not working on my phone. I don't know what's wrong.
Now, Joe, do you are all those tomato plants for you, or do you sell them at a farmer's market or something?
And we've thought about that, like taking our extra ones and selling them at the farmer's market. So did you say we may end up putting them in here? We need to build some little shelves, though.
What I'll do is I'm going to set them under the grow light just a little bit.
Okay.
And then slowly for the next probably week and a half. So for me, family and friends, okay. And that's kind of what we do. All right, I need a better board.
Okay. Here, let's make this label in there.
The chairs, it's like we're going downhill or something. I don't know.
Is it broke? Yeah, it's dripping right here. I think it's in the little window up there. It's dripping on me. At least we can see the purple marker. I'm going to move these over some so you can get to the... Just don't knock them off. Yeah, I like these.
All right, this one is split. I'm going to split it down the middle there.
2 seeds came up on that one, I guess.
But yeah, I'll start to kind of harden them off, like little at a time. And then hopefully in about a week and a half, they'll end up out here in the greenhouse.
My chair is not quite as low as yours is. I don't know what you've... Oh, it's sinking. Mm-hmm. It's sinking down in the rocks. That's what's happening to your chair. So...
Yes, okay.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Better.
That's why you felt like you were going down.
Joe said when the virus hit, he increased the size of the garden, did more canning, freezing, dehydrating. Okay. Give his kids to help keep them out of the grocery store bill. And that's kind of what we're doing too.
Yeah, I mean, when the virus came, we did kind of start working with that, and we had a little bit of a...
But we're doing more now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we started canning. Did we can before that?
I don't think we did. I think we bought our canner about that time and then started canning because, you know, it was kind of a panic for everybody. You didn't know what was going to happen. So, you know, we kind of did that too. I think everybody did,
yeah.
You know. It was chaos for a while. I don't know why my chair's not sinking. I think it has bigger legs. So we still got Better Boys, or what are we doing?
2 more. Well, I just need 1 more Better Boy label. Hopefully, since these pots are bigger, they'll only be transplanted 2 times in their lifetime. So 1 to this pot and then the next out to the garden.
Yeah. We're going to put some of them in there.
Some of them, yeah. We're going to put some in the raised garden bed and then some of them out.
Now, I have a question. Do you ever, you know how out in the garden we'll put like 7 dust and stuff on them to keep the bugs off? Do you ever have to put that on them when they're growing in these little pots?
You asking me that?
Yeah.
No.
You don't? Okay.
Well, I don't. I mean, I do out there, but
because you know I don't grow things, as we mentioned before, so I don't know these things. So you never really put the 7 dust and stuff on them.
No, out here.
Not when they're in the little pots. Okay.
Now the only issue I've had Those pots are plenty enough.
What'd Joe say?
I have to scroll down to
Here,
get past this little heart. Can you read the comment?
No, my internet's not working correctly. There's something wrong with it. Give me your phone, though, and I'll read it.
To last until you put them in the garden. The pots are big enough to last. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And I've had a problem in the past of them not lasting. But I like those bigger ones.
And they had a whole bunch of those, so you was able to buy a good many of them.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that we can.
I thought they were $4 per pot at first.
Yeah.
I thought,
so we got up to the registry, and he was like, "Wait a minute, these are together. Let me go back and get some more."
Yeah, they were.
So it was $4 for 8. So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So we got several.
Look at that.
All right. Now, what are we doing? The cherry tomatoes?
Yeah. Okay. They'll be good reusable tomato things. All right, we are gonna have to get some more soil.
All right, where's our soil? Do you need me to go get it?
It's right over here.
Okay. Yeah, we may not have enough soil.
No, we're not gonna have enough for all of them, but we'll have enough for what we're planting here.
So you got 2 different kinds, right? We were going to try see.
Well, they're all, one of them's just a different brand.
Okay. You know, you kind of wonder if they're all.
You may have to make a run to the store to get.
Yeah, we will. I have to do that today.
Well, I think these are the only ones that have to be transplanted.
So
today.
these are. This says like black. What does it say? Black Gold or something? The name brand. You know, they're probably all the same thing. They're just organic, and they have a different brand name.
We'll probably do those later.
Okay.
Today.
Okay. Do all these.
We want to make another video.
Do I need to go get some more water though? I'll go get us some more water.
I got some water. I'm prepared here.
Oh, you're prepared. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Well, I'm glad. Okay, so I looked up the history of the tomato. And it says...
The history of the tomato.
The history of the tomato. Tomatoes originated as a wild berry-sized fruit in the South American Andes, like Peru and Ecuador. And they were domesticated, I can't even say that word, in Mexico in 500 BC. They were brought to Europe by Spanish explorers in the 1500s, and they were initially viewed with suspicion as poisonous, which I knew that. I had read that before, that the tomato plants, you know, were thought of as poisonous. So... Okay, so this is what it was. So the Spanish brought seeds to Europe, and they were feared as poisonous in Britain and Northern Europe, and they found favor in Italy. So, you know what? You know, you eat...
That's where the pizzas and stuff can
Yeah, like the pizzas and the spaghetti and all of that, because you use tomatoes for that. So in the 1700s and 1800s, Southern Italian cuisine pioneered the use of tomatoes in pasta and pizza. In the U.S., fear of the fruit persisted until the 1800s. But by the 1830s and the 1840s, they were increasingly consumed. Now, I did not know it was that, I didn't know it wasn't until the 1800s that they really became popular. So that's very interesting to me. So, 1900s to the present. The development of canning in 1847 and commercial tomato juice in the 1920s accelerated consumption. Today, over 10,000 varieties exist. Wow.
All right, keep up with your chats there.
Okay, so
all right, we got
Joe's Joe's just watching us.
Okay, these are the cherries tomatoes.
Oh, do you need a new label?
No, I got that one.
All right, hold on. I'll read some more in a second. That is very interesting. But I had no idea it was. I mean, I knew that they thought it was a poison, but I didn't know that.
Of course, the leaves are poisonous to animals, aren't they?
You know what? The leaves are poisonous to the chickens. They're not supposed to have tomato leaves. So, what is this? Cherry tomato?
Too deep there. Yeah, cherry tomatoes. These cherry tomatoes, they grow pretty good. When they get going, they have, what is it, like 8 of them on each branch.
Yeah. And they're good. So, let's see. What else we got? The French termed them apples of love in the 1600s. And rich Europeans once believed that they were toxic. Partly because the fruit reacted with lead plates. Because it's acidic. It has a botanical name, which I can't pronounce, but it translates to wolf peach. So that's interesting. But I didn't know it wasn't popular till like the 1800s. So Joe says the plants are slightly poisonous, but it doesn't stop the deer. They still eat them. So
yeah, that's true. They do still.
Yeah. But I don't feed them to... Now, the actual tomato, I feed that to the chickens all the time. They love those. The chickens like anything red, really.
And they can eat a pepper, is that right?
They can eat peppers, but I did try to feed them peppers the other day, and they didn't like them. So maybe it's because I've never fed them, peppers before. I think sometimes, they say the chickens eat this or the chickens eat that, but you have to, raise them with, with certain foods, and then they'll like it better, I guess.
Now, I'll probably, since it's so cloudy right now,
yeah,
while we go to church, leave these in here, and then I'll slowly kind of
move them back in there.
Get them used to the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, now these pots do take up a lot more room.
Yeah, they do take a lot more soil.
If it stays cloudy, I probably won't have to do a lot of.
Not sure what the weather is today. But that's interesting about the tomatoes. I didn't know that. It's still supposed to rain some more, but just be cloudy the rest of the day.
Well, if the thing leaks, I won't have to water them. I'll just set them under the leak.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just it's dripping on me, but it's just every now and then.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be cloudy all week until like Friday. It's going to rain some more. Kind of yucky weather.
All right, but these are cherry tomatoes still. I need 2 more cherry tomatoes.
Okay, next weekend, it looks like it's going to be pretty, so we should be able to get outside and do something.
And I don't know if I mentioned this. They're selling the tomato plants in the stores now.
Oh.
But it's still too early to plant them outside here. Because
yeah, they don't really like.
You don't want to do it if the nights get down to around lower than 50. You don't want to plant them out there. And I think we're still getting lower than 50 here, aren't we?
Not too much, but I did see.
But also, there's some cold spells coming back.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was looking at. So, Wednesday night, it's going to be in the 40s, and Thursday night.
Yeah.
So, it is going to be cool, and even on until the next week looks like it's going to be in the 40s.
If they're in here, I'll run the little heater in here, so they'll, keep it
warm.
Somewhat warm.
Yeah. right. Joe says all the stores have now is where he is broccoli, cabbage, and things like that. No peppers, tomatoes, or any summer producing plants.
Yeah, they had about 3 weeks ago, they had the broccoli and that stuff. And I noticed in the last week, they put big tomatoes out too.
Like the big, huge one?
Big ones that you can just plant out there. We were at the hardware store yesterday and there were... a lot of the summer stuff was there.
Now, I noticed they had some strawberries. I'm excited about growing our own strawberries.
Well, we hope we're going to grow our own strawberries.
If we don't, I'm gonna go buy some plants. Because I wanna have those. I think I saw those roots on that. That's so cool to me that they grow that fast and they already have their little roots and stuff.
Oh, we got one here. That one don't look good anyway. I don't know if I'll plant it.
You going to discard it?
Yeah, we do have a good many tomatoes. I wish I ate tomatoes.
Well, hopefully we'll have enough for us, plenty for us, and then we'll be able to give some away, to friends or whatever.
We've talked several times about the store-bought tomatoes, and our family just really won't eat a store-bought tomato anymore.
I don't like store-bought tomatoes. I'll eat them. Sometimes you'll get them on a hamburger or something from a restaurant. I'll eat them like that sometimes. But if I get that burger or something and that tomato looks like green and not good, I'll just pick it off and don't eat it. So, and I'll buy some.
I've got this one's fine.
Okay. Once in a while from the grocery store, but I only use those mostly for sandwiches, or something like that. If I'm eating just a raw tomato, I may buy one and eat it on a sandwich. Now, I do like to buy the cherry tomatoes in the store, and I'll eat those in a salad.
Well, hopefully you won't have to buy those.
I know, I hope not. But I really like the little cherry tomatoes in a salad. So I do buy those occasionally and eat them in the salad in the wintertime. So
how many did we end up with?
I don't know, but you got dirt on your head. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. So
okay, yeah, we did one tray.
Yeah.
And I'll do the other tray later today.
Okay.
So
this one over here looks really great. This one on the end, look at it.
Yeah.
It's like really popped up. I can't wait to.
Some of them came up, some didn't do too good. But yeah, these are the Abe Lincolns. They're not the hybrids, so it's kind of harder to grow on there.
Do you think they're harder to grow than the other ones are? Probably because they're not bred to produce.
Yeah, the hybrids are made to grow down here and grow easier.
Yeah, so let's see. Just 1, 2, 3 didn't come up.
Give me my phone. So.
Okay. So yeah, just 3 of them didn't come up. But I'm excited about these Abe Lincolns too. They're really good. And you probably can't see on the camera, but they do, like the little leaves on them are kind of a purple looking color. Yeah. Kind of different from the other ones. I think that's interesting. You got dirt in your eye?
Yeah.
Well, you got dirt on your finger.
But yeah, I like these pots. They look really big, huge right now, but they'll.
Oh, look!
That gives us plenty of time.
It's coming up. It just took it a little bit.
Okay. Is it coming up?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means only 2 of them didn't come up.
And these, they don't really look. I mean, I guess it's because they're heirlooms. They don't look as healthy as the others. But I think they are. Yeah. And some of it is the little seed leaves are dying too. Which is natural. They come up, they develop these regular seeds. Regular leaves, and then the seed leaves. And I forgot the official name for them. But yeah, that's coming up. So we'll, they do go a little bit different.
Well, this one over here looks really good.
And I noticed the peppers are starting to come up.
And I want to do the strawberries.
And we got to put a shelf in here to.
Yes, we do. We need to. Maybe you can. You were talking about using that wood for your raised garden bed.
Just put a board over that bathtub.
Yeah, that's what we can do. Then you won't have to build anything.
Yeah.
Put a board over it.
Yeah. So
it'll be real fixed up there.
So in well, 5 weeks or so, hopefully we'll be planting outside.
Yeah. Some people put the raised garden bed things in their greenhouses and let them grow. But you were talking about using the boards for the other raised garden.
Carrie Underwood, I think, had that.
Really?
She's got a greenhouse and chickens. And it's a bigger model Harbor Freight greenhouse than we got. But.
So maybe you can use some of those boards for a shelf in here.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have to. I mean, those are big, thick boards. You could just need some legs on them, and put them around. That way, you could use some for the raised garden bed and some for in here. But it'll be nice when we have some shelves in here.
Yeah.
And
or just another table.
Yeah, or something.
So we're getting ready so it'll be here before you know it.
It will, won't it?
And I guess the planters did okay after the storm. We haven't really been down there to check on them, but at least it watered them anyway. So we hadn't bought any topsoil for the planters yet. So that's a project, just because we're not quite ready to put anything outside. So we have. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till then, and I'm gonna get the little tiller that goes on the weed eater and plow it up, and bust all that dirt up that's in it before I put the new in. That way it's real soft. Get it real soft.
And we're going to put like the black cow manure in there and the topsoil and kind of mix that all in together.
And I don't remember if we've talked since I know we had the Thursday night one, but we did plant potatoes.
Yeah.
And got 2 rows of those. The rows are probably 100 feet long, a little more than 100 feet. All red potatoes. So I used the tractor to dig the trench, and then the hiller, and they do have a hill going over them. So I'm glad they got some.
So talking about that, you like to make your rows like straight, like you use a string to plant your garden. And, you used to tell me that, and I thought, why?
Yeah, you were out there yelling at me saying I was stupid for doing that.
I didn't say you were stupid.
I know nobody else's wife would do such a thing. But, yeah, I mean, and then I measure over to get them straight. You won't get them straight if you don't do that.
So they'll just be all crookedified if you don't use the string.
You don't want them crooked.
Okay.
And then also on the potatoes, especially like, you dig the trench.
Yeah.
You want it straight, because when you plant them and put the healer over it, it's going straight. So you want to make sure it covers them up right.
Okay.
So
I got you.
And that's one thing. My daddy, he doesn't do the hills.
He just puts
some
stuff
people
out there.
Some people don't. But I've always grown up where.
Or my papa did the hills,
but he used the plow down
to make
the middle.
Hills. Yeah.
So.
Well, the purpose of the hills is so the water won't, it won't stand, and it'll kind of run off to the side some, and so that was my thought about the hills.
Yeah.
But my grandpa did always hill the plants too. And
he would really like the hiller on the tractor.
Yes, he would. He'd be driving the tractor. My grandpa loved machines. He actually worked for the city and drove, like big machines. And if there was a tractor or something on the land, he would be on it and driving it. Yeah. So all these, our son, which would be his great grandson, has all kinds of 4-wheelers. If my grandpa was here, he'd be on the 4-wheelers riding them. He'd be helping Kyle fix them up. So he would love that. But anyway,
you have to keep it straight.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't there?
I believe you. I just.
Yeah.
Well, on that seed planter, I've talked about a few times, it has a little thing on it that kind of helps you keep your seed straight too. Like you put a little guide. Yeah. You put it up. I think we put it up against the string when we planted last time, and it kind of helped you guide down through there, so it kept your seed straight.
And these turned out fairly straight. There was one little place. I really like using the little tractor. We've got that little, I've talked about it before, we've got that little John Deere.
You're thinking again.
I think it's a 17 horsepower little bitty John Deere, but it's perfect for the garden. And it's just, the other one's kind of big. I had to use it some, but the sway chains broke on it, so it's hard to keep the 3-point hitch straight. I was able to dig the trench okay, but I had to use the big one for the hiller, and it worked pretty good. I was scared that the wheels would be too wide, but it worked really good, and I'm still sinking. I think I'm sitting in the mud or something.
I think you are. You could.
I need a board.
Well, the legs.
But anyway, I used the big tractor and the hiller, and it was able to go straight.
The legs on this one that I'm sitting on are wider, and that keeps it from sinking down. You're just slowly.
These should be on concrete.
Yeah, or something.
But yeah, there's I remember somebody was making fun of my little tractor, but that thing's perfect for this thing. We've done. And that little thing's got a little, for a small engine, it's got some power. It's just, it's really a good thing. Let's see.
I'm trying to get on the internet, and I guess I didn't change where I'm at. It's not picking up good.
There, you should have got it prepared. Got up earlier.
I know. I was not. I came out here like 2 minutes before we went live. I was not prepared. The time change has really threw me for a loop.
She's horrible in the morning. I say good morning, and
yeah. Well, you know what? It's your cat's fault.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the cat thinks it has to be fed at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, of course, really it was 6 o'clock today, but it was still 5 o'clock for me and him.
Yeah.
So he was meowing and scratching me and jumping on me and running through the house. And so needless to say, I haven't really got a whole lot of sleep. And so, not a morning person. So
It's not his fault. You should have gone to bed earlier.
Yeah, well, probably.
Joe said his little Kubota does a good in the garden. It's a 23 horsepower, so there's those little tractors are just handy.
Yeah.
And I realize how handy they are in the garden because it fits perfect. The disc goes on it, and all the accessories go on it. So I really like that. And I've got a bush hog that I've got to fix. It's a smaller one. I've got to change the gearbox out in it. But it's perfect for getting little places like on the pond dam. I drove the big one up there on the pond dam one time, got a little scared, because I didn't know you can't really see the holes. On the little one you can just see, so I got off of that and I figured that was too dangerous to be up there.
Remember that time you got the tractor stuck?
Which one?
The little one. I think it's been twice that you got it stuck, actually. One time, he had the
new one?
No, the old one, the little green tractor. You got it stuck, and we had to pull it out with the 4-wheeler. Twice.
Where? I don't remember.
Down at the pond. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I fell in the pond. Yeah, I do remember that. I went... It was one of those right on the edge where you couldn't tell that it was wet, and then you sink off, and then before you know it, you're in the pond.
Yeah, so he was like in the pond, so they had to pull it out with the 4-wheeler. And it wasn't just once. I think the other time you were kind of over where the spillway is.
Yeah.
And it got stuck over there. So the 4-wheelers did come in handy for that.
You don't want to get that big one down there.
No, that would be terrible.
I don't get that close to the pond with the big one anyway, because I try to be safe with that one.
Yeah, that was a little...
Because you can really get hurt on the tractor.
That was a little bad.
And then the new one, it was a washed out place back in the back, and I was trying to fix it.
Well, what, down in the woods?
It was like the second day I had it, I think. No, right back here.
Oh.
It fell in there and almost flipped. And that's when we had to use the old one to
pull the new one out. Well,
yeah, we used the old one to pull it down so it didn't flip. So, you know.
I don't know where I was that day, but that's a little scary. Probably at my dad's.
I got Kyle to help me. No, you may have been here, but we were trying not to let you know.
Okay.
But because it was only a day old. I mean, it was really
nice. Are you the only person that like gets your tractor stuck and stuff?
No, I know a lot of people a friend of mine, he's got he bought it new about 15, 20 years ago, but he was going through the woods and something went through the radiator.
Really?
Yeah.
And busted the radiator?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm not the only one that does stuff.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but okay.
Oh.
Joe, have you ever had your tractor stuck?
If you've had a tractor, you probably had it stuck before.
I don't know. Not in the pond.
But things happen.
Yeah.
Tractors get stuck. That's why I try not to do too much when it's muddy. That's right. That's right. And the 2-wheel drive, the big one is a 2-wheel drive. And, I don't think it's ever been stuck.
Yeah.
But we're very cautious. Like you said, Joe, we know not to use it in the mud because it will get stuck. And, before we got the new tractor, we didn't really have.
I am thinking some.
We didn't have anything that would pull it out, so we just were very careful with it. You kind of learn as you go.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I have had it stuck before, but.
But it's so useful. It's worth all the trouble and all the stuff that we have been through with it. So.
And we need to do a lot of maintenance. It's about time for maintenance on everything.
Yeah. I noticed you were greasing the new one. Does it like have you have to do that? Like put grease on the...
It wants grease every 10 hours on the lift.
Okay.
That's what it said, so that's what I do.
Okay.
And it's got its 50-hour service coming up, so I'll do that pretty soon.
And what do you do for that?
I think on it's just the oil change, but I'm not sure if there's anything. I'll probably go ahead and change all the filters on it just to...
Oh, Joe says he did maintenance on his last month. Figured I would get everything ready for spring.
Yeah. You were ahead of it. I'm a little behind. And the little one, I need to change the oil in it.
Okay.
So I need to do that pretty soon.
And before we know it, it'll be time to get the lawnmower out and be cutting grass.
Well, actually... This week, I think, is time to get it out.
Yeah. Well, we won't be able... It'll be raining.
It's not really grass growing, but the kind of weed stuff is starting to grow in.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as it dries up enough, we're going to have to cut grass here. So, or cut weeds. And
we have a lot of weeds.
So we'll... but I saw at Walmart yesterday.
Yeah?
They're selling... the battery lawnmowers and stuff.
Battery lawnmowers are like, you can't hardly find one that's a gas one. Like, they're all...
They had 3 of them there.
They had 3 gas ones.
But what I liked better, the little robotic lawnmower thing.
Oh. Did they have a robotic
But they're
one?
so expensive. I mean...
Did Walmart have one of those?
Yes, they had several. They're selling those now.
The robotic ones?
Yeah, the little... the AI lawnmower, or whatever you call it.
You never would have believed that. You used to joke about it, like back in the day, in the 90s, that you would have a robotic lawnmower that just did it all for you. But now it's really true. They have those. But
here we need one the size of the riding lawnmower, I think, because and we'll have to put little floats on it so it doesn't go in the pond. But I really think when the price comes down, I'd like to get one.
But I don't know how you do that in a yard like ours, where there's like, do you set it? I mean, how does it work?
I guess you can set little parameters. I don't know. You want to get one and try it?
No, I don't want to get one and try it.
Well, that's because you don't cut the grass.
I do once in a while.
When? You have never cut it since we've been up here.
I have cut it since then. I don't know. It's been a couple of years.
It must not have been many times because you can't remember. But I would like, I think I'd like one of those that, you know, just, it would have to cut like right close to the house.
Yeah,
I mean, it's smooth going down to the pond now. It could probably.
It'd be bad if it went in the pond. Yeah. We would never find it.
But the problem is those things are expensive.
How expensive were they?
Of course, they're not as expensive as the riding lawnmower, but they're like the best one was like $1,900.
Oh, really? And does it have a handle on it?
No, you just set it out there and it goes. There's no handle. It's just a mower.
Is it remote control, I guess?
I don't know. I've never.
It'd have to be because you set it down there.
I'm assuming it's got an app like everything else.
Yeah, and you set it down there, you wouldn't be able to catch it if you didn't have a remote control.
But think of the time it would save.
It would save some time.
But now sometimes I really just like getting on the lawnmower and
Yeah, cutting grass. Well, back in my day, I did cut grass when I was growing up. Back in my day, you were made to do the push mower. There was no riding lawnmower. So we
go ahead.
We had to, get out there and learn to do the push lawnmower. We didn't have a riding lawnmower.
We didn't either.
You got out there and you pushed that lawnmower, and if you missed the spot, Papa was like, go back out there and do that again. And my daddy's the same way. Like, he says, you go do that again. He's even that way now that I'm grown. Like, I helped him cut the grass a few times, and he's like, hey, you missed the spot. So I'd have to go back and redo it again.
Well, he didn't do that recently, did he?
That was when he first got his lawnmower. I think I went over there and helped when he had his heart attack. I went over there and helped him, do his riding lawnmower and cut the grass. And he's directing me, and he's like, go over there first, get that spot, blah, 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 but you don't miss a spot.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, but you don't miss a spot. When the old people used to teach you to cut the grass, you didn't miss a spot.
But they could.
Yeah, they could.
Joe said you could get a decent used car for the price of a riding lawnmower. Yeah. I could have got 4 of my first cars for the price of that lawnmower.
Car prices have skyrocketed too.
Or he said a riding lawnmower. Oh yeah, you could get my first car was like $500, I think.
Really?
No, it was a little more than that. It may have been a little more. No, yeah, my first truck I think was $500, which was right. It didn't last long.
Probably so.
But
did it blow up too?
Yeah, it was a pretty old truck. But I was so proud of that truck. Hey, back then we were just proud of anything,
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't have.
My first car was do you remember that?
That was the ugliest car. I don't know
if you've ever heard of it, but it was a Chevy Citation.
Was it a Citation?
It was a Citation, and it didn't last long either. It was used.
That's weird because Citation is a nice jet.
I know, but it was a Chevy Citation, and it did not last long at all. It maybe a few months, and my grandpa actually tried to get me the car and buy it for me.
And then you ended up with the land yacht, didn't you? The big blue one.
Yeah, I had the big blue, whatever it was, Buick something.
Hey, his brother's first car was a Citation.
Okay, so you know what that is. So yeah.
So that was that brown car.
That was that ugly brown car that I had.
It may have been just the color was not.
Well,
and back then brown was not this shiny brown.
No, it was just a brown. It wasn't even dark brown. It was just like, I don't know, taupe brown. It was not pretty at all. So
it looked like something you'd find in the yard after the dog went out.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, a new riding lawnmower costs a fortune now. Well, I mean, if you want a decent one.
Well, they have the 0 turns, which we've never had one of those. You know, where you drive it and I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to do one of those.
We've got the old school style.
Yeah. And is it what kind do we have?
It's a John Deere.
Yeah, so it is nice. And we're going to have to jump it off and fix the battery because
I think it'll probably.
You think it'll crank?
Yeah, it'll crank.
Okay. So we hadn't cranked it all winter, of course. So
unless you want to go get that robot lawnmower.
No, we're not getting the robot.
They got them in stock.
No, we're not paying for a robot lawnmower.
Just think, he'll cut the grass while you're doing other stuff.
No, that's okay.
But I don't know, $2,000 I could get a yard guy.
That's true. You could pay a yard guy for a while, a few months.
I've never had a yard guy.
No.
I am the yard guy.
That's right.
So, I don't know. I like doing my own yard work. So, it's exercise. It's good for you. So we like doing that. So
it's really raining now.
It sure is. So is it going to rain all day?
It's not supposed to. We may get stuck in here, not be able to get out. It's really raining.
I'm going to put you up there to find that leak.
Well, I know where the leak is. No, it's dripping on my head.
I know, but it's coming right up there.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I guess it's not the end of the world if the greenhouse leaks.
It's really not. I mean,
I'll fix it, but it's
not like it's pouring rain. It's just a little bit of rain. It's not. I
mean, it's not as bad as if your house leaked.
That's true.
So we got.
So in here we've got rocks. You put like a whole bunch of rocks on the bottom of this just for drainage, and so it won't get muddy and stuff. So that makes it nice to have in here, even though you're in a muddy spot and you're sinking. I'm not sure what's going on there.
It's just a soft spot. I'm not sure it's muddy because the water should go around the greenhouse.
Yeah. And you actually took 2x4s or something and put the greenhouse on top of those, so it was kind of lifted up.
Yeah. Joe said to catch the rainwater, the seedlings do really good with the rainwater. And we do need to catch it.
Yeah, we do. And our plan is to, on the chicken coop, to have a gutter and to get some rain barrels so we can use that to water the garden or to feed the chickens with. So
I think we should put a gutter on this also.
That's a good idea.
And catch the rainwater.
That would be great if we could do that.
And then we've also got the pond down there that
we're gonna pump water to the raised garden beds because now they're closer. It's not like the garden, which is way up there. And we'll be able to water with the pond.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
All right. So
my sister says good morning. Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning. Is she getting any rain in North Carolina?
I don't know. Last night she had her fire pit out, and she sent me a picture of somebody's feet propped up on the fire pit, and they got one for Christmas, a fire pit, so they were using it last night.
Ours is a redneck fire pit.
Yeah, ours is a redneck. Yeah, redneck fire pit. So she says it's raining today there.
Okay.
So, what about you, Joe? Did you say you were getting rain?
He said he was getting rain on and off through the week, I thought.
Okay.
So it's been a little rainy there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was your sister.
Yeah. So she probably just got on here. So if you're just joining us, we transplanted all of our tomatoes today.
Transplant from the seed trays.
Yeah, to these things, these black things. So
Joe said they're dry today.
Okay. heavy yesterday.
Heavy rain yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it was a little ahead of us yesterday.
Now, my sister talked about they had gotten some Abe Lincoln tomatoes. Has your husband put those in there yet? I'd like to know that. Has he started growing those?
Did he get the seeds?
Yeah, he got the seeds,
okay.
But I don't know if he's actually planted them yet. But anyway, we did get these black things to transplant them in, and they'll stay in there until we can put them in a bucket or something.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting. So she's not answering.
She fall asleep.
She must have, or maybe she just said hey and got off.
No, she did answer. Your phone doesn't work.
Okay.
They're growing in the little pots.
Okay, so they're growing in little pots.
Is your thing not updating?
No, it's not. Oh, it is now. They're growing in little pots. Okay.
Okay. Well, good. So
I hope she can have some tomatoes.
Yeah.
So she's never really been able to have a place to grow a lot of tomatoes. She's grew a few, I think, one time. But it'll be nice for you to have those Abe Lincoln tomatoes if you can grow those.
We didn't plant anything before we moved up here, did we? At the other house?
No, we didn't.
You know, it was in the HOA. You weren't supposed to have a garden.
Right. So we didn't plant anything there, hardly at all there. So
it seems like we may have planted something.
You know what? I think we tried to plant something one time. It didn't work. So that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the backyard of that house was just muddy.
It was a swamp.
It was in a low area, and you couldn't grow. I mean, like if you grew something and it was rainy season, you had to wade in the backyard. And we've talked about that house before. It was just it's better here. It's better where we are now. Yeah. So
do you like the Abe Lincoln taste better than the others?
I do. I do like as far as the taste. I love the taste of the Abe Lincolns.
Yeah.
And they may not grow as many tomato plants as the Better Boy. I mean, tomatoes on the plant as the Better Boys, but they do taste better, and they're bigger. They're like huge. So
so Joe plants all those. That many. So what did we plant? I'd say we had about 40 last.
Yeah, last time, but it wasn't last year. It was like the year before.
I think he had a lot more than us. But we probably had 40 plants.
So my sister says she's excited about having tomatoes.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it tastes better when you grow your own. I mean, not just that it's not a grocery store, but it
it just tastes better.
Yeah.
You've accomplished something.
When you put the work in and watch them grow, it's just something about that.
Yeah.
So.
All
right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up.
I might need a nap before we go to church.
You don't need a nap.
Yeah. This weather. The weather and the time change.
Tasha said, I've never tasted the Abe Lincoln, but that's what they're growing. Joe said, have about a dozen people that eat out of my garden, so he grows a lot. Yeah, we have quite a few that grow eat out of our garden.
I mean, we do. We have Scott's parents.
We have about a dozen.
Yeah, we have Scott's parents that eat out of the garden, our son and daughter-in-law and our daughter. And if we have extras, a lot of times we'll take those to church and, give the extra stuff away. So we enjoy doing that. And, like my dad, he likes the tomatoes, and I'll give him some, which is just by itself. But anytime I have tomatoes or whatever, I'll take him some out of the garden.
Hopefully you'll have enough this year.
Yeah.
So.
He really likes the butter beans. Is what he likes.
They're going to grow better in the raised beds.
I think so too. I think it'll be great.
We'll grow a few out there, but I'm going to grow them in the raised beds.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And then
I want to be able to walk out the back door and pick the tomatoes. Like if I want a fresh tomato, I want to walk right outside and get it. The garden is just a little ways up, so you have to it's not far, but you have to walk up to get them. And it's just something about walking out the back door and picking a fresh tomato or a fresh whatever, you know, outside, out your back door. So I'm excited about that.
All right. So we're going to have to wrap it up for today. Thank everybody for joining us. Joe and Tasha, thank you for chatting
thank you for chatting with us. We
we
enjoy chatting with y'all, you know, all of our chats and the interaction, and we appreciate your support and, you know, just being with us and talking with us.
I'm not leaving. I'm
Where are you going?
Getting behind the camera so we can cut it off.
Okay. So anyway, we appreciate y'all, and join us. We'll be live Thursday night. It's raining, so hopefully we can have a fire Thursday night, but if not, we'll be live. You know, we'll do something. So y'all have a good day and a good Sunday.